Take a breath and just notice your body for a moment. Just your body, not your thoughts, not your plans, not something that you're trying to fix or something you need to do today. Bring your awareness to your body. Because what I'm realizing more and more through my own journey, through the work I do with my clients, and through everything I've been learning about nervous system and neuroscience, is that so much of our life is not created from our mind alone. It is created from the state of our nervous system. And this changes everything because so many people are trying to manifest and affirm and visualize and heal and build or create a new life while their nervous system is still bracing for survival. And then they wonder, why isn't it landing? Why can't I hold it? Why do I keep returning to the same patterns? The truth is, if the foundation beneath your life does not feel safe, it becomes very difficult for anything to truly root there. And that is what I'm talking about today. Not from a place of shame, not from you're doing it wrong, but from understanding. Because your body is not working against you, it is trying to protect you. So, in this episode, we are exploring why the nervous system matters so deeply, how it shapes the way you experience your life, why so many things don't fully stick, and simple ways you can begin supporting your system right now. Because healing doesn't always need to be dramatic. Sometimes healing looks like breathing slower, unclenching your jaw, resting without guilt, teaching your body that this moment is safe. And those small moments, they change everything. So take a deep breath in with me. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, hello, lovelies. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sovereign Goddess podcast. This is your host, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. And today I am just like inspired, fired up, like this deliciousness about this topic. And so, for those of you who don't know, one of my backgrounds is in psychology. I love psychology. And I love psychology. You know, one of my favorite organs in the human body is the brain. And psychology is the study of the mind, right? And there's just something about when you really dive into the structures of your brain and how the neurons work and how we view life, and oh my gosh, it just, I'm so in love with it. Actually, I'm in love with the entire study of the body, but the mind, the psychology of it always intrigued me more. And through that, I was introduced to neuroscience. And so neuroscience, I'm just so in love, and I just keep getting deeper and deeper into it. Like, whoa, I feel like I dive in every time. It's kind of like Gene Keys, like I come in and I deepen and then I let it integrate, and I come back and I deepen and I let it integrate. And I have arrived back at neuroscience. And in this time that I'm back, the focus has been on the nervous system. Now, the nervous system, it's no surprise that this came through because I have been really investigated in my nervous system. And it started out with just a physical structure from the brain all the way down our spine with all the neurons and the nerves that reaches out into our organs, our muscles. Like that's where it started, just the foundation piece. And then I began going deeper into how our nervous system allows us to experience our lives. Because here's the truth. Our nervous system is fully responsible when it comes to how we physically experience our lives. One of my favorite neuroscientists, she goes by M on the Brain. She has a podcast called Planet M. Is it Planet M? but her name is Emily McDonald, and she talks a lot about this neuroscience. But she said something, she was being interviewed, and she said something that I was like, it clicked. It's like I've had pieces of it, and it wasn't until I heard it, and I was like, whoa. She said this that we don't really see with our eyes because when our what our eyes receives is the input, so the different colors, like all the textures, the information, and then once it has all those data, the data moves through, it goes through our emotions, our past experience, like it moves through all these layers, and then the brain makes up what we see from those experiences, from our the patterns that we have stored from our past experience, from our emotional response, and then it creates something to match that. And I was like, I love neuroscience. I love psychology and neuroscience. But that helped me pause because that means that we could all be looking at one thing that is supposed to be the same. Let's say the art behind me with a tree, but each of us will perceive it differently due to our past and how we feel in that moment. And there is truth to that. Do you know days that you wake up and you feel good and you step into the world and you're like, whoa, the world feels more vibrant. The flowers feel more alive. All of that experiences is because you feel that way. And the days that, let's say, you walk out of bed and you hit your toe or something and you just like, oh, I just want to go to bed. What do? When you step outside, what happens? All of a sudden, you start noticing all the things that are going wrong in the world around you. Let's pause here. The experiences, what our brain is showing us, how we experience the world, is based off of our inner world, how we're feeling inside, what we've experienced inside. So, here's the thing. In this episode, I really want to talk about because we hear about the nervous system a lot, especially in the social media world, nervous system, this, doing this with the nervous system, that. But I don't think it's fully grasped the importance of it. I want you to think of the nervous system, our nervous system, as the soil and all that we practice. So the meditations, the affirmations, the visualizations, the dream in it, like all of those are like seeds. What happens when our soil, which is our nervous system, is flooded or too dry, or like it's not up to par. It's not a rich, fertile land. When this seed falls on there, it might not take. And not because the seed is bad, because the seed might be good and excellent, like it worked for so and so, right? But when it falls on your soil, maybe your soil is more muddy and so it never grows. The nervous system is the soil, is the foundation. If you're I wonder if you felt this way where you see people, maybe you're in a class and you learn something, and one of your classmates uses it, applies it in your life, and it takes off, and then you try it and it just seems like you're pulling teeth, like it's just not taken. Two different nervous systems. What is going on in your nervous system? One thing I am learning, which is fascinating, if your nervous system doesn't feel safe, if it doesn't feel safe, it will view opportunities as threats and it will try to protect you from it. That's the other part. It's like all of this, our nervous system is constantly trying to protect us. That sometimes it does too good of a job of protecting us. It literally protects us from all the opportunities. We're blocked from all the opportunities because we internally don't feel safe. So if right now in your life you feel like you've done everything, you've faced, you've done the shadow work, you've done, you name it, but that part of your life hasn't, like you're still in that same pattern, nothing has shifted there. I want you to pause and I want you to ask yourself this question. Am I safe right now? Do I feel safe? And don't just stop at the surface. Don't just look around you and be like, yeah, I'm at home, I'm in my safe. I want you to go deeper. Usually you will feel something. Do you feel safe in your body, in your life, in your job, in your connection with others, in your relationships? Do you feel safe? Because if you don't, if the answer is no, if the answer comes out as no, then that's where the body is organizing itself, is constantly organizing itself to protect you, whether you like it or not. The body's genius that way. It's going to do anything to protect you, even if it is against you, right? Sometimes you're like, whoa, chill out. But that's it, that's its goal. Let's protect you. It's the survival aspect of the body, of the nervous system. Our nervous system is about, and this is especially when it comes to manifestation or trying to call in the life or what it is that we want to experience. Our nervous system is about what your body can safely hold. Remember, it is the soil, it's the earth. What can it hold? Can it hold your dream? Is it primed to receive the seeds that you're trying to grow on or grow within it? Is it receptive to the very thing that your mind says that you need? Or is it creating a protective barrier against it? Which means that it doesn't matter what you do, it won't hold. If you have been experiencing this in different areas of your life, go back to the root, go back to your nervous system. And there's no shame here. Okay, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It means that you've had a lot of experience. Okay, you've experienced life, probably some of the harshest things in life. You've experienced some tough times in this life. For your nervous system to create that protection so that you don't have to move through it again. So then what do? You're like, I don't want to continue continuously being protected from opportunities, from blessings, from my goals and my dreams, the things that I want to experience. So what do? Come back to the root, come back to that earth, your nervous system, and ask, where do I still not feel safe? And it's not even about going into the story. If you know where it started, great. If you don't know, that's okay too. It's just a feeling of no, like just the awareness of it. That's all you need. Because I wouldn't be surprised if some of this protection came from something that happened while you were in your mom's tummy in vitro, right? Which means that you didn't do anything, right? So let's not get attached to the story, and let's really bring the awareness to, does my nervous system feel safe to allow me to create the life that I am here to experience or not? And if not, then we know what direction to go. We know what to do. I'm going to share with you a simple exercise that I've found myself doing this year. Now, my like the more I delve, oh my gosh, there's so much coming in. The more I delve into my own nervous system and how it responds into the world and watching myself. I study myself a lot, by the way. I am my own scientist. Okay. I study myself a lot. The more I watch how I interact with the world around me, the more I learn about my nervous system and what it needs. Starting, it was like the beginning of the year. I was like, I'm just gonna take time to take deep breaths in. And if you've been following me and listening to the podcast, I've probably mentioned this in one of the podcasts where I take my time to take that deep breath in and a longer exhale. And I've been doing this so much now that it's automatic. And what I didn't realize is that I was actually resetting my nervous system. A simple thing as our breath, bringing our awareness to slowing down our breath, resets our nervous system over time. So it's not about doing it one time and you're like, "Whoo, I'm good," right? That's the other thing about the nervous system. You need that repetition in order for it to stick. This is why, you get things like 21 days, do something for 21 days, and then it becomes a habit, a new habit. It needs repetition. So just doing it just for today is not going to cut it. You need to continuously do this. Every time you take that deep breath in, every time I do it, I'm telling my nervous system, we're good. We're good. We're good. And it's so simple, but the results are compounding. It is incredible. Our nervous system is always speaking to us. And maybe I'll do another episode where I talk about the nervous system and our intuition because I have a feeling they're one and the same. I feel like the nervous system is like the physical representation of our ethereal intuition. It's like the physical manifestation of it, right? We'll talk about that. But our nervous system, just like our entire body, is always communicating to us. And it might be communicating through us through tension, right? Tension in our body, feeling exhaustion, anxiety. Oh my God, that's the part that got my attention. It's like, whoa, okay, what is going on? The anxiety piece, numbness, overthinking, hypervigilance, inability to rest. It might be, and it's not as a punishment. Remember that your nervous system is not trying to punish you. It's giving you information that something doesn't feel safe within you. Something does not feel safe. One of the things I was thinking about, one of my gifts is the ability to recognize patterns, and that comes, looking at my childhood, like that comes from, there's a piece that comes from hypervigilance, being aware of everything, being able to look at what is happening before it even happened, like being able to recognize that. Like that is a trauma response, right? It's a gift now, but until I get that awareness, like, oh, okay, we can do it differently. Take a deep breath in, we're good. That's what shifts the narrative. And it's an ongoing journey. I want to go into some of the simple ways that you can begin to regulate your nervous system. Remember, why are we doing this? We're doing this because we need our root soil to be in alignment with what we want so they can actually start to receive the seeds of our dreams and our intentions so that we can begin to experience it in this life. We want it to stick. And the only way for that to happen is if our nervous system feels safe enough to hold it so they can actually grow. So we're doing this, we're taking our time to take care of our nervous system so that we can begin to experience life in the way that we want to experience it. So I talked about through breath. So having that longer exhale. So I usually do like four in, breathing in 4 counts and then exhaling out for like seven counts. That longer exhale is very important. That's what goes into your nervous system and says, okay, we're good. We're good now. And the more you do it, it begins to reset the nervous system. The reset just means that you're telling your nervous system begins to know that it is safe. So, and you can try this with me. You inhale four, three, two, one, and exhale seven, six, five, four, three, two, one. And you can do this, as you are, like as you're going about your day, just it takes awareness, right? At the beginning, the more you do it, it becomes normal for you, right? You just kind of do it when you need to, kind of program yourself to do it. But you just find this, you have to allow yourself or catch yourself and be like, okay, I'm going to consciously choose to pause and take that deep breath in and then exhale. And do that a couple of times. And then before I go back to what I was doing, right? At the beginning, it is you have to make it happen, but the more you do it, your body will begin to be like, okay, we know exactly what to do when it needs to happen. It's That's the brilliance of our bodies. Like, I love it. I love the human body. So the longer exhale signals safety, slowing down, and regulation. So that part is very important. The second one is resting without feeling like you need to earn it. So this is interesting. So I have a really hard time taking naps. If you catch me taking a nap, there's something wrong. Usually it's because I'm sick, I'm about to get sick, or I'm totally worn out, right? But every now and then I will allow myself to take a nap. Especially when I'm hanging out with my son and he's watching something, and that just calms me down, and before I know it, I'm taking a nap. And for the longest time, when that happens, I wake up feeling really weird. Like I feel like I'm living in a different world. Like, is that weird? And then just this week, I took a nap and I woke up. And when I say nap, I'm talking about like 10 minutes, right? It's not that long. And I woke up and I was like, wow, that's the feeling again. But this time it was different. And you know what? I realized that when I take a nap, it resets my nervous system. And when it does that, the way I view the world resets. That's why I feel like I'm in a totally new world. It's because my world within has been reset. Do you know how many years I've been dealing with that? That's probably why I didn't like taking naps, because every time I woke up from the nap, I felt like I was different. I felt like the world I was in was different, like everything was different. Not knowing that it's because I reset my nervous system. It was a good thing. It was a good thing. Isn't that incredible? So allowing yourself, just closing your eyes, playing some, if you like music, playing some nice classical, gentle music. I mean, nowadays they have even like nervous system regulation music. I don't know, whichever, jazz, if jazz does it for you, but something that can help you, you know, relax. And it might be for me, it's like when I'm watching a movie that calms me, that does it for me. Like even like Indiana Jones, because I've watched it for so long, like so many times that actually just like, yeah, it's one of my, I love that movie series, right? So it actually calms me down, makes me feel safe. And that's when, I'm able to take a nap. So just allowing your eyes to close for like 10 minutes. That's all you need, just 10 minutes. And I know that for many people, rest feels um it feels unsafe because your body learned that stillness means danger. That slowing down means laziness, right? How many of you feel that way? Or that rest must be earned. Oh my gosh, right? Every time you safely allow rest, you are teaching your system that it is safe to stop gripping. It is safe to stop being in survival mode. You're resetting yourself. And this might be different for everyone, right? You got to try to see how you feel. I just, for me, it was so, I was like, whoa, how did I not know that before? Right? Again, with our journeys, it depends on where you are. And then all of a sudden, everything that you've gathered just clicks, right? And that's what happened for me this week with the taking that 10-minute nap and waking up and feeling that same weird, out of place sensation, not knowing that, oh, I was like, oh, my nervous system reset. Wow. And now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna allow myself to take now. It's not gonna be easy, right? Because it's something that I've programmed myself not to do for most of my life. So it's not going to be easy for me to all of a sudden like take naps every day, like allow myself to just close my eyes for 10 minutes. It would take practice. And now understanding the importance of it, that will motivate me to actually do it. And it might not be every day, maybe it's once a week for now. And then it will get better and better, right? But now I understand what my body needs and what it does for me when I give that to it. So, we have long exhales, and then we have the allowing your body to take naps, like 10 minutes. Okay. So you can reset. The third one is slowing your pace. So this one, usually when I'm going to pick up my son from school, like I leave with ample time. I do that intentionally so I can actually take my time. But most of the time, I wonder that as I'm walking really fast. I'm like, so it's like, I literally have to be like, where are you in a hurry to go? Chill. And when I actually slow down, it's the weirdest feeling ever. Like when I consciously allow myself to slow down. And so what I do is that I will slow down and I'll start looking at the trees. I'll look at how the wind, of course, like I'm still watching my environment, but I'm paying attention. That's the thing. I'm paying attention to my environment more so than trying to, like get there as fast as I can, right? Which there's no reason for me to do. I will get there at a very good time. Most of the time I get there and I sit there for like 20 minutes just waiting, right? Because I'm like, I'm going to leave at this time. I'm going to take my time getting there and I still walk really fast so I get there early, right? But when I consciously tell myself, you need to slow down, and I'm walking slower, which feels very odd for my body, I take deep breaths in. I focus on the fresh air flowing into my lungs, and I step into gratitude, actually, like gratitude for the fresh air, gratitude for the sunlight, the warmth of the sunlight on my skin. And I get to look at the trees where I live. There's a lot of big ancient trees. So I look at the trees and how the leaves dances with the wind. And I look at what else is going on in the environment, the cars that drive by. But either way, it's like I am intentionally slowing down. The slowing down piece is about not allowing yourself to not rush every moment, not forcing urgency. It can be slowing your breath like I do. It can be slowing how fast you're walking, how fast you're eating, right? Taking the time to chew and taste the different flavors, or how fast you're speaking. And at first, you have to be intentional about this. But all of this slowing down begins to communicate safety to your body and your nervous system. Your nervous system loves it when we slow it down. And it's not asking us to do that all the time, but it's just asking us to take some time, moments within the days, to just slow down so that it can come back to itself. We can come back to ourselves. The fourth one is orienting to safety. So I kind of talked about this where it's like pausing and intentionally noticing what is safe right now within you, around you. It might be the chair beneath you. It might be the warmth in the room. Remember, I was talking about the warmth of the sun, your breath, the light coming through your window. This, orienting to what is already safe, what feels safe within you and around you. It's like recognizing it, identifying it. When you do that, you're programming your nervous system on what feels safe. Again, these sound very simple, but you don't realize until you do it, and then you begin to feel this shift within yourself. All of this is teaching our nervous system that not everything is danger. Remember, it's not turning off our well, what am I looking for? I was gonna say our security system, because we still live in this world. There's still dangers around, but not everything is danger. And that's what this practice is helping our nervous system to differentiate. Because right now it is in a state that everything is danger, which means you are protected from everything. And through these practices, you help your nervous system to differentiate. Right now, I am safe. This is what feels safe. That's where we begin. That is where we begin. Oh my gosh, there's so much more I want to teach you guys, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So let me go over, I'm going to go over the simple tools that we can use to begin to regulate our nervous system. Remember the first one, long exhale. Taking time to take a deep breath in and then just elongating your exhale, right? Doing that a couple of times. The second one is allowing yourself to rest. So taking naps, right? If you're like me who have a hard time taking naps, it's going to be a journey. Start somewhere though. Remember, all you need is 10 minutes. Take a nap to help your nervous system to reset and come back to itself. The third one is slowing your pace. So this could be slowing your breath, which if you're doing the breathing, that'll be part of it. Slowing your how fast you're speaking, how fast you're walking, right? All of that. You just taking a moment to slow something down. Right. And then the last one is orienting to safety. This is where you're telling your nervous system, this feels safe to me. So identifying what feels safe within yourself and what feels safe around you. We are reteaching our brain what feels safe. That it is, we are, the entire time might not be, like our entire lifetime might not have felt safe. But within that journey, there are moments that we feel safe. And that is all the nervous system needs to be able to hold our dreams, the dreams, the seeds of our dreams, so they can grow. So, are you with me? Let's do this together. So, let's go ahead and do a breathing regulation practice to really help us to return the body to safety. So, close your eyes and begin to breathe into your body. Before we try to change our thoughts, before we try to fix ourselves, we must first help the body remember that we are safe enough to soften. This simple breath practice is designed to gently support the nervous system in slowing down, recalibrating, and returning to the present moment, not through force, through safety. So let your shoulders soften. Unclench your jaw. Allow your body to be held by the surface beneath you. Whether you're sitting on a chair or on the ground. Now gently inhale through your nose for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly exhale for 7 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, inhale for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly exhale for 7 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale for 4 counts and exhale for 7 counts. Go ahead and just do this slowly for a few rounds and be gentle with yourself. The nervous system responds strongly to the exhale. A longer exhale signals your body to slow down, to stop racing. It tells your body that this moment is safe enough to soften. And over time, these small moments begin teaching the body a new experience of life. Inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 7. And while you're breathing, you may quietly repeat to yourself, I do not need to rush. I am allowed to soften. My body does not need to stay in survival. I can meet this moment slowly. I do not need to rush. I am allowed to soften. My body does not need to stay in survival. I can meet this moment slowly. Remember, regulation is not about becoming calm all the time. It's about increasing your body's capacity to rest, to receive, to feel, to respond, and to remain present with life. Sometimes healing begins with a single exhale. Deep breath in and out. Now gently bring your awareness to the space around you. Notice the chair supporting you, the floor beneath you, the temperature of the room you're in, the sounds around you. And let your system register this moment. Not the future stuff, not the past stuff, just right now, right here. And I want you to ask yourself softly, what would become possible if my body truly felt safe? What would become possible if my body truly felt safe? Pause there and let the question settle. No rushing for an answer. Just allow your body to begin imagining safety. This work is not about becoming someone else. It's about creating enough safety within yourself that your life can finally root there. Your nervous system is listening, and every small moment of safety matters. Your body is not working against you, it is trying to protect you. And the more safely you learn to work with your nervous system, the more life becomes available to you. Not because you forced it, but because your system finally has space to receive it. Let that land. Deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, open your eyes. If you know anyone who needs this episode, please share with them. I have a feeling I'm going to be coming back to share the more I learn and integrate this neuroscience teachings into my own life, which I'm always the test subject before I share it. Right? The more I learn, the more I'm going to come here and teach you as well. But so far, there's so much I want to talk to you about, but I wanted to start here. And it is important. This is the foundation piece. I think when we begin to nurture the earth, then the seeds can actually land on a fertile ground and we can begin to see growth. We can begin to experience shifts within ourselves and in our world. All right, my dears. So if you enjoy what I do on my podcast, I want to invite you to come and join me in my monthly goddess circle. So this is something that I started this year, and it is my way of being of service to the world, especially as we move through such intense times. And just come in and receive. I bring through light language. I check the pulse of the room. I bring through whatever healing, activation, clearing that we need. All you got to do is just come and receive. That's it. Come and receive. I'll have the link below. Come join us. Our next one is May 16th. So next week, next Saturday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Come join us. There's no recording, so you have to be there live to receive. Okay. All right, my loves. Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope that you take these practices and you actually apply it in your life. And then come back and tell me. Tell me how that felt for you, how that resonates with you. And also, what have you learned about your own nervous system? Share that with me. Send me an email. All right, my dears. From my heart to yours. Until next time, have a wonderful week.